Ugh, I hope you're ready to sit here and do nothing and stare at a screen for 45 minutes. Yay! So we're gonna take some time for people to trickle in, and yeah, that's about it. Ugh, today I slept all day. I slept all day. I went to bed at like 5 in the morning. I could not sleep all night, so I slept all day and made up for it. 12 hours. Finally, my cold has come to an end. Thank goodness I don't feel as down as I was earlier. Just now it's just a sleeping schedule I have to fix. And today I had a extra large coffee. I had some Oreo fudge cake, Oreo cheesecake. I had some Oreo cheesecake. And what else did I have? And some chicken. I had some chicken before I hopped on the live stream today. So that's about it. Maybe I'll leave a little pinned comment saying, don't stay here. And yeah, maybe I'll do a little poll, Should, for the 20 viewers that's gonna jump on. How about add poll, should Alberta separate? Yes or no? So that'll be something for the viewers there. Usually usually like 10 people jump in, before they all leave right away. Oh my god, you guys. Guys, why is this so difficult? There, how's that? Start the poll. Alright, so we'll see if that attracts any of the flies, any of the YouTube flies. Usually Door Kickers comes on every night. And it's the same bandwagon of people, but you know something? I still get anxiety posting these videos every day. I must be a stage fright kind of guy, which is weird because I've been on theaters and I don't know, I had a lot of anxiety provoking moments in my life. But I always get anxiety before I go live too. It's not easy going live. People talk about like stage fright or whatever, and it's true. I don't know what it is. It's something that makes your chest expand when you have anxiety for live streams. Joshua Vids, what is up, Joshua Vids? Welcome to the video, man. Get seated, chill out, answer my poll question. Today is just a boring live stream. You don't have to watch. You can go away. You can look at someone way more interesting than me because I'm kind of a boring guy compared to some of these other exciting live streamers. That's why I titled the video Boring Stream, Do Not Watch. God bless, have a great night. You too, man. I was just talking about anxiety for live streaming. It's not easy live streaming, but I want to get to know everyone. Ah, you're very cool. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, I was just saying, I titled my live stream like Boring Live Stream, Do Not Watch, because a lot of people do not watch me. They skip on and they continue watching some of the other creators out there. And I'm trying to build a little community here, and it's a chill. It's chill, but it's kind of like too chill, and it makes it so that it's so chill that people leave because it's too chill. Have you ever been so chill that you were bored and you just left? That's what it's like on my streams. Well, we are here, says Levy. Right on, Levy. Thanks a lot, man. It's nice to meet you guys. I never seen you guys before on my live streams. I get regulars every night, and you guys are new, so maybe eventually you guys will be regulars too. So that'd be pretty cool, and you guys get to know some of my other friends that chime in here. It's nice to have some chill time. Yeah, it is nice to have some chill time, especially with everything going on, in Canada and the United States right now. I was watching a little bit of that earlier. One day you are going to be famous. Ah, come on, man. You're too much. You're too much. You know something? I'm actually glad that I'm not famous right now. Is that a strange thing to say? Because when people are kids, for example, they want to be a famous movie actor or something like that. But I don't want to be famous like super quick. I like to go slow and draw it out. I would like to be famous maybe in Like 5 years or something like that. Well, maybe 3 years. I'd like to be famous in 3 years, eh? That'd be nice. And what would that entail, being famous like that? I would say probably 100,000 subscribers and, maybe my own business, like a fishing business or some sort of business. I like to do business, buying and selling, things like that. Hey, Christical, what a strange name, Christical. Welcome to the chat. Make yourself at home. 14 viewers at home. What's up? Make yourself at home. For my live stream, it's a very boring one, so be prepared to scroll away and find someone more exciting than me, because I'm a boring guy. This is the boring day. Joshua, can you pray for me? My uncle passed away. I will pray for you, brother. I will. I promise. Uh, I don't know if we could do a little prayer right now. I don't know much about how to do a prayer. I just say, Joshua Vids, uncle has passed away. I hope he's no longer in pain. I hope he's no longer in suffering. I hope he's enjoying himself. I hope that things are well with Joshua's family. I hope his family is able to get some condolences, especially over the coming weeks and months. I hope they're able to move forward in the things that they need to do, and I hope they accomplish their goals in the next couple of months, especially on their land and housing and all these sorts of things. And I hope for prosperity, meaning a good Thanksgiving and an enjoyable couple of months from, say, now Halloween celebrations to eventually Christmas and the New Year. I hope for smooth sailing for Joshua's family. Thank you, amen, and God bless. Let's move on to the next one, you guys. Give me some emojis for that one, because that was off the cuff. you know, I'm not a pastor. So 8 viewers, welcome to my chill stream. Drop a like. Tell me a little bit about yourselves, like Joshua. If you guys need any kind of therapy questions, or if you guys need any type of personal questions in your life that is giving you a hard time. Maybe your parents are giving you a hard time. Maybe school is giving you a hard time. Maybe finances is giving you a hard time. And if you're having a good time, but if you're having a great time, let me know about your successes. Let me know about your achievements. Let me know what your plans are for this week. Do you got a concise plan? And are you gonna drop kick the plan like Christical says? And are you going to be super successful and give it your all? Or are you on vacation right now? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, besides that, that's it for me. It's a chill day for me. It's a little cold outside. I defrosted my fridge. So right now the ice is melting. I have the freezer on top because it's a mini fridge. Riley says hi. What's up, Riley? Welcome back. I see you every so now and then. Thanks a lot for stopping by, Riley. Hi, you drop kick to subscribe. Thanks a lot, you guys. Should Alberta separate? We got a lot of yes voters in here. That means we got a lot of smart people. Right on, man, right on. We'll get rid of this poll in 10, 20 minutes, and then we'll do another poll. How does that sound, you guys? But I got my water with me. I'm ready for a 45-minute stream. How's my audio doing, you guys? Normally my audio is not that good. Levy, you're still with us. Thanks a lot, man. Tell me a bit about yourself, Levy. Where are you from? Matter of fact, all you guys in the chat, like I say, be active. Tell me a bit about yourself. Don't be shy. Goofy SpongeBob. What up, Goofy SpongeBob? Oh, you're from Texas. All right on, man. You're lucky. Texas is one of the freest places in the world. And I hope it stays that way. I think about moving to Texas quite often, actually. Oh, Goofy. I'm from Kananaskis. Kananaskis. I wonder where that is. Crystal, you're from the moon. That's all right. You're from the dark side of the moon, eh? You just come out for the first time in a couple of months. Isn't China on the opposite end of the moon? Search it up. Well, I can't do any searching right now. I do have my other phone on me, so I suppose I could. And you guys can follow me on Instagram. You guys can follow me on Facebook. Same name, David Duffy. Same bald guy. What else am I on? Instagram, Snapchat. I'm on X as well. And I'm also on YouTube. So that's probably the most important. Give me a subscribe for YouTube. It kind of sucks that you can't have any snow during Christmas. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that's interesting. Hey, but Texas gets real, real hot in the summer, right? So December, it's nice weather, right? So therefore, it's like sweater weather. So that's kind of cool, man. I wish I lived in Texas. Jacob Valance says, Hail. Okay, buddy. Goofy SpongeBob, please, please, please grab your phone and look at the moon. I'm so glad we got some active users today, guys. Right on. Welcome to the 6 other people that just chimed in here. How's my audio? Let me know. Is it vibrating on my chest? Because sometimes that's annoying. But I could always put on a sweater and then clip the microphone to my sweater, and that'll give me better audio. But whatever. So how's the audio, you guys? How is the audio? And I post goofy little AI shorts every day, but lately I was trying to integrate my shorts with saying things like, oh, subscribe for my live stream at 7 p.m. But it was going slow. It was going slow. And all of a sudden I got a big burst of subscribers. I got like 20 subscribers, and then I got 30 subscribers. But then the algorithm changed and pretty much just canceled me. Moose, my dog, what's up, man? Yo, 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 yo. Give me a like, Moose. Glad you're here. Glad you made it, man. I was just saying my last couple of shorts were a little bit slow and they were a little bit boring, but right now I'm experimenting because I was doing AI videos where I would transform and they were getting popular, but nobody really cared. You know what I mean? Nobody cared that I was doing these little AI transformations, but people care more if you talk about politics and AI and stuff, but you're competing with those other guys who's way bigger than you, so it's hard no matter what you do, but always on YouTube, try and be yourself. Try and be yourself. Moose, I love your little kooky little emojis with your eyes, and last time you were giving me little sleeping symbols. So you got to go eat dinner. Have a good rest. Right on. Positive mindset. Thanks a lot, dude. Check me out tomorrow. I post at 9 p.m. Atlantic time every night. So don't be shy, man. Thanks for the Z's. Let's see. We got Joshua in the house. We got Caleb in the house. We got Christical in the house. We got Cherry on top 72. That's you, SpongeBob. What's up, SpongeBob? We got Riley in the house. We got Isandiandadwar, whatever, in the house. That's good contributors, man. Thanks a lot for checking out my live stream today. Moose, my dog, what were you up to today? Did you play some hockey today or what? That was a sport I could never get into, but I love to watch. I love to watch people play. I love to watch people play hockey. Tell you the truth, I got a big arena downtown, just about 2 blocks away. I walk there twice a week, and I like to watch the young adults play against each other. And I sit down, and I watch them for sometimes 20 minutes, half an hour. I often think about recording a live stream with the guys playing hockey. So let me know if you guys would like to see me live stream hockey, because I go to hockey events, eh? But maybe you guys won't be into that. I don't know. If there's any music that plays, I might have to mute it, but I don't know if people would be interested in small town young adult hockey, eh? Rar, welcome back, Rar. I remember you. Right on, right on. Yeah, you're one of the cooler channels, that's for sure. Goofy, I wanted baseball. Can I come there? Yeah, sure, you can come to New Brunswick, Canada. I live in eastern New Brunswick. Maybe we'll meet up one day. You never know. Collab. Okay, what does Moose say? I'm supposed to be asleep. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why Door Kickers is not here also, because Door Kickers, I think, is on the younger side, so he's got to go to school, and he's probably supposed to be in bed at 9. just when I'm starting. But yeah, I never heard from door kickers today, but usually I hear from them all the time. But I'm glad you're here, Moose. Right on, right on. So, are the teachers giving you a hard time, or are the teachers being nice to you? That's what I want to know. Same goofy SpongeBob. Right on. Well, thanks, you guys. I know whenever I was younger, I used to stay up late too. My dad would be watching hockey late at night, and I would use the television brightness to, stay up on my phone too. So there you go. I don't have to go to school for 4 days because I'm on the trip. Okay, right on, right on, right on. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, there's probably some holidays coming up. Halloween's not a holiday for schools, but Thanksgiving might be for the States or something. Oh yeah, the school is striking. Yeah, are you from Alberta, Rar? Because I remember Alberta, the teachers are on strike right now and they don't want to work, eh? They want the parents to cool flags, man. Okay, see you later, Goofy. We'll catch you on the next one, man. Stop over anytime, dude. I'm only gonna be on for probably 45 minutes anyways. Yeah, so on the news today, Mark Carney was hanging out with Trump, trying to get rid of the tariffs because Canada's getting poorer and poorer. And what else happened today? Danielle Smith, the Premier of Alberta, she wants kids to go back to school, but apparently the teachers union does not. They're on strike right now, and who else is on the strike? Is Canada Post is on the strike. And guys, yeah, thanks a lot, Moose, yeah. But after the Canada strike of the post office, and after the strike of the teachers unions, it's going to be maybe like shipping workers are going to go on strike. And then after the shipping workers are going to go on work, the government workers are going to go on strike, the federal workers. And then after that, it's going to be another bunch of people going on strike. So, guys, we're at 2 strikes right now. Like in Canada, we could be looking at 3, 4, 5 strikes all before Christmas. Everybody asking for more money. Give me money. We want more money. We work too hard. Money, 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 money. And the teachers are the worst for that. The teachers are the biggest complainers for when it comes to union stuff. Like out of this world, how much they complain. Guys, teachers make like 80 grand a year just after a couple of years of teaching. Guys, they're doing fine, okay? Post office workers, however, they make like 30, 40 grand a year. Some of them last a little bit more. It all depends who you are, but man, these guys gotta like just quit it. Oh, it's terrible. I'm surprised the nurses never went on strike when they all lost their jobs back in 2019. Rar, what's up, Rar? I feel bad for my teacher. Yeah, I know. It's good that you feel bad for your teacher, Rar, and it's good to like your teacher and enjoy them and guidance and all that kind of stuff. But as you get older, Rar, like say for example, if you go to college and university and that, sometimes there's a lot of really mean and nasty teachers too that you bump into, and that can change your perception of the profession of teachers because you never know who you're going to get. It is good to get a nice teacher who likes you and who helps you to pass and helps you to learn. But, I pray that you never bump into a teacher who doesn't like you and tries to bring you down and tries to fail you and all that stuff. Because that's really tough, It's really tough getting rejected by teachers in this day and age. Goofy, your birthday is October 14. Right on. My birthday is September 21st, which is supposedly like the first day of fall. That's rad. That's rad. So, you know, I'm just concerned as a Canadian citizen that basically all these unions are going to go on strike, asking for more money, of course, that the government probably doesn't have, because really governments are funded by taxpayers in the first place, so it all goes around and around anyway. But I'm just concerned that people are going to get so fed up of striking and everything like that, that Canadians are going to get like discouraged. That Canadians are going to get discouraged. Like in Rar's case, you say you like your teacher and that they're probably still getting paid. They're probably relaxing right now, watching television. They got their feet kicked up and they're enjoying each other. But Are they really working hard? Are they really digging ditches, Rar? You know what I'm saying? Are they really digging ditches for minimum wage? You know, they're sitting there saying, what's 5 times 5? 25. Oh, very good, you know. You know, and they're making $50 an hour. And they want even more money? You already got enough money. What do you need more money for? That's just my opinion. But whatever. To move on to the next subject, Jocelyn. What's up, Jocelyn? Welcome to the stream. I'm just getting to know everybody here. We met some new people. I met a guy from Texas there, someone from Europe, and all that. And we're just talking about the teachers on strike right now. I dropped a short earlier today, a 3-minute short, and I was talking about the teachers, and I was talking about the uh, Alberta separation, and I was talking about Trump and Carney meeting. So guys, go check out my short. It's 3 minutes long and watch the whole thing, okay? Even though it sucks, even though you don't like it, watch the whole 3-minute short of me talking about politics and give it a like and give it a comment and boost the algorithm, dude. Boost the algorithm for me. Help me out. Ladia W says, what are you talking about? Oh, I love your profile picture, Ladia W. Is this the first time you're on my stream? I talk about politics, and I like to get to know people. I like to get to know you. Uh, you know, and I live stream every single night at 7 p.m. Thank you. Right on, Lydia. I'm glad you're up to the live moment or whatever, because some people click and they go back 10 minutes, say, and they fall behind. But I'm glad you're up to date. Yeah, I post every night, 9:30 Atlantic time. And I like to talk about politics, and I like to talk about, boring stuff, because I'm a boring guy. Sorry, I'm not scandalous and exciting. But I just like to create a community, and I like to just hang out and enjoy myself. And I hope you enjoy yourself too on my live streams. Where are you from? I'm from Moose. Where am I from, Moose? Tell her where I'm from. I'm from Eastern New Brunswick. I'm from Eastern New Brunswick, Canada. And Moose says that I love to work out, which is what I do love to do, Ladia W. That's pretty much all I do is I work out, I do live streams, and I pay attention to what's going on in the world, and I love to just pay attention to what's going on in the world and then talk to you guys about it in a little community. Oh, you're from Toronto, right on, right on. Toronto's pretty much like the jewel of Canada. It's like the hub or something like that. I know there's a lot of issues with maybe homelessness and things like that, and drugs and stuff, of course, that's plaguing all of our cities right now in Canada and everywhere else or whatever, for as in personal choice and, finances and that. I know a lot of people are struggling, but Toronto is an expensive place to live. Hamilton, yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard about the immigrants, and I recently heard about a gang in India, a gang from India come to Toronto and is harassing people. So that sucks. I hope you're not scared walking down the street and all that kind of stuff, because that sucks. Or sitting on a bus maybe and wondering if you're going to get stabbed and all that stuff. That does suck. But, it's kind of like that everywhere. Say, for example, like walking late at night, being nervous or whatever. But I purchased a high performance electric scooter, and it goes 50 kilometers an hour top speed. So I don't take the bus anymore. I don't take a taxi anymore. I just drive around on my high performance scooter, and bike lanes and things like that. So that would be a suggestion to you, Lydia, is to get a scooter. And it's lightweight. You can carry it up a flight of stairs. You'll save a lot of money. You won't have to use the metro and all that stuff as much in the summertime, at least. So be safe, Lydia. Moose, what's up, Moose? Oh, Goofy, you're like that. Okay. Well, we still accept you, Goofy. That's no problem at all. What about Goofy in your hometown? Like where you're from, Goofy? Is that against the law? Is that frowned upon, or is that normalized, like here in Canada? Let me know. Let me know, Goof. Big Tiger. Yes, I'm from the great country of India. Okay, right on. Big Tiger. I like the name. I like the name. Is there India tigers, like endangered big tigers? I don't think so, in India? Is there those big orange tigers? Goofy, you don't know. Okay, well, you don't know. Okay, well, that's good. It's, I mean, it's so good, I guess. But I know in Afghanistan it's not allowed. In Pakistan it's not allowed. In Russia it's not allowed. That's for sure. Uh, in China, people don't talk about it there, but it's kind of allowed unless you really push it. Then it's not allowed socially. But yeah, I'm just wondering, Goofy, because you said you're from a weird place. You're like from Kachukistabalan or something like that. So, and then you said you were, you said what you said or whatever. So I just asked if it was legal. That's all. Moose, my dog, giving the rainbows. What's up? Moose, I like that banana. Moose, where did you get that banana icon? You know what I mean? Okay, the Bengal tigers, right? Big tiger. That's where you get that from, Bengal. Yeah. Are you from the Bengal region? I was talking to a man from India last night, and we talked a little bit about religion. And not every person from India is very religious, but some of them are. So it's a good topic for discussion. Uh, you know, Tell me a little bit about yourself, Big Tiger. One time, whenever I was a little kid, I had to do a 5-minute presentation on big tigers, actually. uh, I got like 8th place, unfortunately. There was some other hot button topics that defeated me. You remember when you were a kid sometimes and you have to give a presentation talking about just any subject in the world, and you're like, the teacher's like, you can talk about whatever you want on stage, but it has to be for like, 7 minutes. Mm. Okay, Tiger, you're from the Northeast. Kase Jaintia tribe of the Hmong Khmer. Man, that sounds cool, man. That sounds cool. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are prospering with little businesses and stuff like that. Tell me what you like to do, Big Tiger. Do you make like clay molds? Do you go to any temples? Do you what do you guys like to do over there for fun? I come from a small hometown where we used to make like little baskets. We also had like a paper factory where we sold lots of paper and cardboard because we have lots of trees where we're from. We also make a lot of boards like 2x4s and things like that. And where I'm from, we like to do fly fishing. Hey, Syndrome, what is up? Hey, is the Mumbai Mangler. He strangles women. Oh, jeez. Everyone's got a everyone's got a funny thing to say. Moose, my dog, he's back. Down, welcome back, Down, welcome back, Moose. Down, you're a little bit late to my live streams, but that's fine. Hey, Down, how tell me how you found me today. How did you find my live stream? Did you find it on the browse feature? Did you find it on the live shorts when you were scrolling? Did you type in my name, David W, that you were looking for me? Did you find me in recommendations? How did you find me? Because you're halfway late. You're late. Oh, okay, Moose, you got it from Google up searching a funny meme. Okay, that's how you got your name. Okay, right on. Well, Big Tiger, if you're still with us, right on. But if you're not Big Tiger, that's fine because I know we get a lot of people who like to tease and people who like to be annoying on my streams. Down. Also, my grinder feed sent me. Yeah. Oh yes, I'm on there so much. I have 100 photos of myself over there. I just can't get a woman on Grinder. Somewhat like Buddhism. We're just south of. Okay, Buddhism. Okay, would that be the Bhatva Gita or whatever, or maybe some Swamis over there? Somewhat like Buddhism, or the Ashwagandha Bhante Gita or whatever it's called. I do like different religions and philosophy of the world. I try and be well versed, but it's tough because there's so many out there. But I like to learn a little bit about everything. I don't want to just focus on one thing to the max and then not know anything else or whatever. So I'm like a life learner where I like to learn just everything I can, man. So the more you tell me, Big Tiger, the better. I'm interested. I'm interested in what you have to say. Keep it up. Down, Big Tiger. Are you Hindi? Yeah, that'd be an interesting question. Yeah. Moose, my dog, Canada lover. If not, then Modi will kick you out. How do you know about that kind of stuff, Dan? How do you know about that? Modi, eh? The thing about India is the biggest contributors is government workers. The biggest economy in India is working for the government. You don't believe me? Just Google it. Just Google it. But hey, can you blame them? I'd like to work for the government. Why the hell not? Yeah, so that's it. Moose, I see you like to post crazy things. Don't forget to spam some of the emojis too, eh? But not too much. Not too much. Maybe just 2 or 3 times. Uh, oh, we got 11 votes so far. Should Alberta separate? Okay, right on, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's end the poll, though, you guys. Let's end the poll, and maybe we'll do one more poll, okay? Okay, so that poll has just gone to the trash. And now, what poll should I do now? I said, should Alberta separate? And what should my other poll say? I'm trying to think. I'm probably going to leave in 10, 20 minutes, so it should be interesting. And there's probably not too much people going to come by again. I think it's hit its limit. Because the algorithm, it stops pushing you, I find. I'm going to think of a poll. I'm going to think of a poll, you guys. Start a poll. How about... just the first thing that comes to my mind. How about quit YouTube live streams? How about that? Oh, guys, this is hard. It's annoying leaning forward. Quit YouTube live streams. Yes or no? And for some reason, the first word is never capital on my phone, so I have to press the caps lock button. All right, that's about it. Moose, are you still with us? Just a sec. There. I shrunken it down. Move it to the corner. Come on, move it to the corner. There. Start poll. All right, you guys, answer this poll. I just want to do it because, like, new people who come onto my stream, they stick around. They stick around for like 20 seconds and then they keep going, right? They want to see a beautiful woman. They want to see a buff man, a man who's buffer than me, which is pretty hard to beat, right? And then after that, they want to maybe do like a little game show or something like that. When they just see this bald guy standing here, sitting here in his room, they're like, what the hell is it? And then they keep going. So I figure I want to do something a little bit scandalous. Scandalous. Quit YouTube live streams. Moose, my dog, tell me about your day tomorrow, man. What do you have planned for tomorrow? Do you got any big tests coming up or anything? You know something? I forgot. Oh, yeah, I cannot go to the gym tonight. Yeah, the gym I go to is not 24 hours. So I will not be able to work out, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I will not be able to exercise. Yeah, I just wish there was a way how I could like force eat and then work out and force eat again and work out and force eat, because I just love working out so much. It's all I ever do, all I ever think about. But unfortunately, we do have to take rest days. I don't even like to take rest days, to tell you the truth. But it's just that you're sore and you're laying there in bed, so and you can't really move much or whatever because you have to repair your muscles, right? So you kind of got no choice, eh? But they say that muscle building happens when you're resting and sleeping and protein synthesis and that. But I just like picking stuff up and curling. I like curling, 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 curling. I just love it. I don't know why. But whenever I go to a job site, whenever I was younger, like 18, 19, 20, I used to like going to work and I used to like kind of warming myself up working, and then an hour you get in the zone and you keep working. But as you get older, I guess I like that less and less. But really now is that people are automating labor. So labor is going to go away eventually, like labor jobs. And we all know that labor jobs are going to go away. There might be, three, four robots that's laboring and one supervisor, because if it gets cold, the robots might shut off, or if it gets too hot, the robots might shut off. But like labor as we know it is coming to an end. And it's kind of sad, but in a way it's kind of good, because there's been lots of times, I'm sure you guys, the four people watching, know what it's like to work hard physically when you have a cold, or when you're tired and sore, when you're fasted and you never had much breakfast, or you never had much sleep last night, or if you're a father, a new father, or if you're, just something to that effect. If you are going through mental issues or whatever, physical issues, and then you have to work labor jobs, you kind of don't want to in that day and in that moment. But overall, you do like working because you work out physically in the gym and it feels good, right? But, so those days are coming to a close. And it's sad to see it go away, but in a way, it's a good thing. It's like, it's like the invention of the printing press and, all that kind of stuff. The monks were sad to not write on the Bible anymore, but the printing press printed out the Bibles faster. So they adapted, and the monks went on to do something else. And that's how life works, is that you have to adapt and move on and do something else. Even though it's hard and scary, and you have to adapt to what works, and sometimes it can work for 5, 10, 20 years, but then all of a sudden it does not work. And you have to adapt and change and continue on, otherwise you risk getting stagnant and, not growing, and what happens to plants and stuff when they don't grow, you know? So you just gotta keep on keeping on, and that's it. But I've had to adapt so many times in my life for pivoting, and I was so close to like being wildly successful a few times. Like I remember I did have a Bitcoin account, but I did not know how to mine Bitcoins at the time. If I would have figured that out, I would be sitting here before you guys now with 10, $100 million, and I'd be giving you guys advice. But I don't have that. But I'm still here giving you guys advice. But yeah, because I was too young to really understand Bitcoin at the time. With Bitcoin, I was like 12, 13 years old or something like that. But when you're young like that, you want to play video games, you want to hang out with your friends, you don't want to like Bitcoin mine all day. And I remember there was this website where you could answer math questions in exchange for Bitcoins. And the website was like a faucet dripping water, and then you would click on it and you would perform a mathematical task, and you would get 5 bitcoins of drips of water, like bitcoins coming out. And people used to do that for fun. And there is people with bitcoins, and they don't remember their passwords, and they don't remember like how to get on anymore, and they try but they can't find their account because they just create a stupid account. They'd be like David 1181241632, and then they would work for like 6 hours and they would get 50 bitcoins. But at the time, bitcoins were only worth like a penny each or 5 cents each, and they would say, "Oh well, I mean, I got like 200 bitcoins, but it's only worth $1, so whatever." And then years later, when Bitcoin is worth $10,000, $20,000, like what was my account name? I forget. It was David 13827, but they don't remember because when they created their email account, they just typed in they just typed in anything, So it's like, damn, missed the boat, and it's gone, because right, you just don't remember, so it sucks. But what happened to thousands and thousands of people? I think it might have happened to me too, even. But I guess I have to think it over, right? So, but I cannot, at 32 years old, miss the boat on like technology today. And think about the 70, 80-year-old men and women of 10, 20 years ago when they were 60, 50, 40. Think of all the boats that they missed. They missed the boat on VHS. They never figured it out. They never figured out DVDs. They never figured out Netflix hardly. They never figured out cell phones. And do you want to be that person who just never figured it out, or never tried? Oof, that's got to be tough. And that has to kind of go with your mental fortitude, aptitude, and all that kind of stuff. But, if you can't figure out technology, then maybe you are mentally ill. Because why not? It gives you an advantage. If you can never figure out a VHS machine to watch a VHS movie, then maybe you're a little bit handicapped as a 40, 50, 60-year-old person, but you just don't know it. Does a handicapped person know they're handicapped? Barely, a little bit. But what I'm trying to say is you have to embrace the moment and just stop being so negative all the time. Yes, it's okay to be negative for a survival part, but it's not good to be negative, say, for example, about technology, because you're going to be sitting there being negative about it, but mostly 90% and more of people is going to be positive about it, using it, trying it, enjoying it, and using it to better their lives or using it to relax more, But there's always going to be that 10% that choose a different path. And it's hard to watch them struggle. It's like they get weaker and weaker and slower and dumber, and then they just murmur out and puff away or whatever, like puff out. It's like Elon Musk was saying, like the world could end in a big explosion, let's say, or it could end in a whimper, you know. But he was referring to a population collapse, more specifically. But population collapse has to do with life being too difficult for 20, 30-year-olds, really. Because there's not too many 40-year-old women that's having kids, but, the world pretty much belongs to the young generation. But it's the older generation that moderates everything. And it's the older generation that basically seems as though it has the final say on everything. Because A, they vote more, and B, they have the money and the resources. It's just that they don't have the time. But the younger generation has the time. So to the five viewers that's watching me right now, take my little poll vote. Give me a comment. Tell me who you are. I want to know who you are. But the most important thing you could do is subscribe to watch me every single night at 9 p.m. Atlantic time. Don't be shy, guys. But I got a feeling that the 5 people watching me is probably my cousin, my mother, my other cousin, my brother, and probably Moose. Laying in bed, probably half asleep. I'm getting tired of talking to you guys. You say something. Tell me something. Did I just give you good advice, or did I give you bad advice? Come on now. Or maybe the 5 viewers cannot talk because they're watching on television, eh? Is that it? For the love of God, give some interaction. For the love of God. If not, I'm gonna leave. If not, I'm gonna leave. Is it just Moose, my dog, here? Too late. Okay, I see some comments. My comment section freaked out. It was froze. My comment section was froze. Big Tiger, we were annexed in 1948. Okay. That's a long time ago, dude. Deadshot, bro, what up, bro? Deadshot, that's the first time I ever heard that name in the chat. He says, bro, there's 2 people watching, do a coin flip. I'm not sure why I would do a coin flip, but 50-50. But there's 5 votes, eh? Everybody says yes, guys. I might have to quit you guys. Moose, you might never see me again, bro. Moose, you might never see me again, bro. I'll be gone, bro. No, yes, no. Moose, I might have to leave tonight and never come back, dude. Big Tiger says, where are you at, David? Bro, I say at every live stream, I'm from Eastern New Brunswick, Canada. There's only 1 million people here. There's a huge land mass. Almost everyone is an immigrant. And most of us are on welfare, disability, or most of us are retired. We're like one of the laziest provinces in Canada, that's for sure. So if you're looking to sit around and enjoy life, come to New Brunswick, Big Tiger. Moose, my dog. Big Tez vote, no guys, please. Nee, what up? Hey, buddies. Knee's in the chat. What's up? What's up? I don't even understand what you're saying. Hey, buddy. Dude, I'm sore because I'm so big, man, and I'm so strong, bro. You want to see these big muscles, bro? Which part of Canada? Big Tiger, New Brunswick. It's close to Newfoundland and Quebec. You see that? You see that big muscle, boy? Woo! Yeah, Big Tiger. Glad you're here, dude. Glad you're here. Isty, hello, Moose. Hey, guys, how's it going? Sorry, my comment section screwed up and I never seen anything for 10 minutes. I was about to leave. I thought you guys all left. Haha, Moose, guys, vote. Nah, he's so cool, dude. Moose, I mean, I appreciate you, brother. Hey, Moose, we never seen Edit Edge today. We never seen Edit Edge. You know, there's another cool guy. What about that guy, Canadian Outdoors? He's probably in bed. Jaden Timmons in the house. What up, Jaden Timmons? I never heard that name before. Welcome to my live stream, man. I like to give advice and I like to talk politics. I like to get to know people. Welcome to the channel, man. I'm very social. Very social. And yeah, you're not gonna find another podcast. You're not gonna find another live stream like this, bro. Moose. Yeah, Moose. I don't think he sees us. Imagine Bitcoin becoming a real currency. Ah, dude, well, it kind of is already. People do pay in Bitcoins. I got a buddy, Big Tiger, who sells Pokemon cards in exchange for Bitcoin. So what else we got here? Okay, you guys, what is up? Hey, buddy, do you ever read the comments, Big Tiger? Yeah, sorry, dude. I could not read the comments because my comment section froze, Big Tiger. I thought you guys all left. Moose, what up? Ken, what up, guys? Nee. Yeah. I mean, the thing about Nee, Mr. Nee, I could silence him for 5 minutes, I guess, and then he would not be able to talk anymore. He would not be able to participate anymore for 5 minutes, unfortunately. You know, it is a possibility. Nee. Don't think so. Don't think so. My medical history, I don't think says that. Big Tiger, gee, that's swell. Nee. Nee, where are you from? Are you even from Canada? Are you from the United States or what? Multitasking isn't your forte, I can tell. Yeah, sorry, Big Tiger. Well, I'm sitting on a chair, Big Tiger, and I have like a cheap setup. I have like the thing that holds my camera is like on a cord, so it bounces a little bit. But as time goes on, Big Tiger, I'll slowly get a little bit better. I'll slowly get a little bit better. You once I get a little bit better, then oh, someone dropped some dishes in my apartment. So hey, Outdoors Canada is in the house. Welcome, Outdoors Canada. What's up? What's up? Nah, I won't quit YouTube, Moose. I don't think so. I will not quit YouTube. I'll tell you why, Moose. I will not quit YouTube because Halloween is coming up. I can't wait to do a live stream Halloween thing with you guys. I'm gonna be wearing a stupid little costume. Maybe I'll even wear a clown costume, you guys. Outdoors Canada, how's it hanging? What's up, dude? I started posting at 9 p.m. Atlantic time outdoors just because 7:30 felt like a little bit of a rush after supper. Big Tiger, get yourself a new phone. Hey man, if you buy me a phone and send it to me, I will use it. I promise. How about that? How about that? Man, I bet you guys have a lot of chats. Hey, I just keep scrolling and scrolling. Sorry I'm late, you guys. New Brunswick is Nova Scotia's whatever. Hey, I don't think so, man. Nova Scotia is pretty weak, and they're pretty chill, but I would love to go to Nova Scotia for the Curse of Oak Island TV show. Yeah. What up outdoors? Oh, you're from Nova Scotia? Okay, right on. I had a cousin who was from there. He used to work with law for some of the crime in Nova Scotia because the crime in Nova Scotia is not as bad as the rest of Canada. So, and Nova Scotia has like beautiful scenery, beautiful waters. Right now, he is lucky that he gets to look at all the pretty little trees. Uh, I think the Curse of Oak Island is near there, which is an awesome show. I love to watch those guys. Those guys work real hard every single day. I got a lot of respect for the Curse of Oak Island workers. I don't know if they'll ever find the treasure. I hope they do. They should, really, after all the years of them pushing. But I have huge respect for the History Channel who pushes this type of content because I do like that stuff. Do you guys like the History Channel's The Curse of Oak Island or maybe Mountain Men? Mountain Men used to be my favorite show. And I used to work in the mountains. I myself was a trapper. I was a hunter. I was a wildlife protection assistant. I used to work in the woods. I cut down trees. I take off their skin, the skins of the bark. I did lots of trapping. I sold pelts with my buddy. I shot bears, beavers. I trapped beavers. I trapped martens. I used to work with some of the oldest, toughest men in eastern Quebec, and these guys work real hard, walking 15 kilometers up the mountains, hunting, trapping, all that kind of stuff. It's dangerous in the mountains. If you fall and hurt yourself, there's a real chance you could pass away because a helicopter has to fly in to rescue you, to take you to a hospital. It's serious. It's pretty scary sometimes. Anything can happen. A tree can fall on your head, and that'll be the end of you. You can slip and fall, and some people they cut small trees, but they cut it at an angle where a small tree is sharp, like at a 45-degree angle, like that. And if you accidentally slip and fall, and you fall on a spear that's like 1 or 2 feet, it can go right through you, and you'll be stuck in there, and you'll pass away. And or you could turn around, and the bear will be looking at you like this, with like that there, and it doesn't happen all the time, but you have to be vigilant when you're in the woods. You have to be vigilant when you're in the woods. But sometimes it's enjoyable, and sometimes you can joke around and stuff like that, but you never know. You could slip and fall, roll down a cliff. I mean, it's unlikely, or a landslide could happen, and a big rock could fly at you going 60 kilometers, 3,000 pounds. It can happen, and I've seen it. We live in houses and everything in the city and all that stuff there. We don't realize how good you have it. But in the city, too, you can get attacked and robbed. You know. So what are you guys talking about, you guys? Let's see. Moose, he's super nice. Warren G. Thank you, Warren. I think I remember you before, Warren. We were just talking about what it's like to the bush, working in the bush of Canada. I was the only person who voted no. Yeah, probably, pretty much. Which state are you at again? I want to check my maps. I said Big Tiger, New Brunswick, Eastern Canada, New Brunswick. Population 1 million. Warren, I like smoking Canadian cannabis and building scaffolds. Oh, like scaffolding for working on the siding of a house? That's pretty cool. That's a tough job because sometimes if you consume cannabis, like it affects your breathing, and then you gotta sometimes the contractors want you to pick up 3 sets of scaffolds and move them 10 feet instead of take 3 scaffolds down and move it over and build it up 10 feet. So you have to do like a deadlift of like 300 pounds, and your buddy is on the other end, and he's picking up the 3 rungs of scaffolds, and you're walking through the snow. There could be 2 feet of snow, and you're dredging through the snow because you want to change a window that's 3 stories high. It's tough work scaffolding sometimes. And then you got to climb up and change a window. Why would you put up a poll if you weren't going to quit? What a coward. I don't know. I just wanted to say it just because I thought people like you would get excitement out of it. It's called creator content. Life is good 3D. I love your videos. I watch all your videos. Life is good. That's pretty cool. Please don't mention me in your next video. You don't need to. I'll check out that guy too. Life is good. Right on, right on. Carrots, carrots. Skip down right here to the bottom of the comments. Oh, hey, Big Tiger. If I did not skip, I would not answer you that I'm from New Brunswick. Okay, like a skyscraper. Okay, you're into the scaffolding of the skyscrapers. Normally, that's like for window cleanings. Uh, that could be a little bit dangerous of a job there. I remember some of the stories in the past. We don't have to talk about that, but yeah, scaffolding for the big cities there. I had a buddy. I forget his name. He was dating a woman named Tracy Peltier, and this guy he did scaffolding for big city buildings there. And in Eastern Canada, they talk about like what kind of companies work on scaffolding or whatever. Maybe some sketchy companies, but I don't have any disrespect towards scaffolders. I'm just saying the pay is good, the work is hard, and sometimes, like in places in Montreal, it can seem a little bit slow. Okay, you're in Windsor, Ontario. Okay, okay. Right on, right on. So you have to pay attention to Doug Ford, eh? Man, I was thinking just 1 or 2 days ago, Warren, I was thinking, God, you know who I miss? I miss Rob Ford, eh? Doug's brother. He was like, he was real. Yes, he got caught in controversies, but he was the first politician to say, look at all the stuff I get for free, everyone. And he was putting cards on the table of all the stuff he got for free simply because he was the mayor of Toronto and then he was like the premier, I think, of Ontario or something. Hey, Rob Ford, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you were out in Nova Scotia, Warren G. Right on, right on. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I mean, it's too bad that that nasty guy from Nova Scotia is here, eh? To ruin it for the rest of Nova Scotia. He makes everyone look bad. Outdoors Canada, what's up? Claim you used to work in wildlife conservation, but you don't think people can fly fish without a guide. Dot dot dot. Liar. It's true. People can fish without a guide. If you're a man who is at a private fishing camp, okay, that is not run by a zec, uh, and if you have the waters leased, and it is implied heavily that you could have guides or whatever, that you must have guides on the payroll because it says like, oh, you need guides or whatever, or it's implied. It's basically to give you a job. Outdoors Canada, it's basically that the millionaire man who leases the pool for the year, a couple of years, it's they have to pay the people because it gives people jobs and whatever, but you can definitely be dismissed if there is a man who's fly fishing in a private pool, privately leased, and this guy, say for example, has 2,000 employees, and he's a billionaire with private jets and 10 mansions and all the bells and whistles under the and what you can imagine. It says, I don't like you, you are dismissed, or we're going to send you to somewhere else and I'm going to get a different guide. That is 100% unequivocally going to happen. There's no ands, ifs, or else about it outdoors. Windsor, Ontario, right on. Warren, gotcha. North of Boston, Big Tiger. No, New Brunswick, Canada is next to Quebec. What up, Warren? Outdoors, outdoors. Rob was awesome. Warren, he was smoking. Doesn't have to be a private camp, buddy. You can just fish any river that isn't closed off. Well, you were saying that you can't fish with a guide, and now you're saying buddy just can fish on the river that isn't closed off. I don't know what a closed off river is. Uh, You talking about a river that got a dam and there's no fishing allowed, or what? You understand that there's tons of public access to rivers, right? You act like it's all privately owned. Well, let me tell you what, outdoors, only the best pools are privately owned. You're more than welcome to sneak upriver, 80 kilometers in the bushes and ram through all these bushes and fish in the corner and all that kind of stuff. But the majority of people do not do it. Okay, Moose, my dog, you gotta go. See you later, Moose, my dog. Catch you later, bro. And Outdoors Canada, yeah, you understand that there's tons of public access. Yeah, there's public access to public rivers, and there's private access to public rivers. And then there's also something Outdoors Canada called like a reservation river, or basically it's a river that is like under the control of like a private government who gets their license from the government to operate every single year. Okay, so that's how that works. And it's not a ZEC in Quebec. A ZEC is managed by the Quebec government. And I mean, what else is there to know? Some private rivers too are not very popular and they don't have much fish, so not much people fish them. So no, you don't need guides. Uh, and that's it. But if you're a very popular, very powerful river, very influential river, and very sought after river that people are willing to pay $2,000 a day, or $10,000 a day, or $25,000 a week for a private camp, it's a different story. And that's it, that's all. And there's also in New Brunswick, you can lease some pools right now. There's going to be like a little bit of an auction about it. But unfortunately, I don't think anyone's going to pay for the pools and the conservation officers and the private guides and that, because unfortunately, the bass are killing the salmon, and the government and us as a people and as a collective and as a community decided to do nothing about it. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. So nature's going to run its course, and since the salmon are weaker than the bass, it's looking like they're going to die, and it's looking like they're going to go extinct. And that's how it is in New Brunswick. That's how it is in Eastern Canada. The Miramichi River in New Brunswick is going to be more of a bass river. And irregardless if I'm right or wrong, or so right or so wrong, or 100% right, or only 98% right, we have to look at things as how they are presented. And even arguing about this stuff about who's the most right doesn't really matter in hindsight. If 5 years ago there's 2,000 salmon, and then 4 years ago is 1,800, 1,004, and then like this year, for example, there was probably only 300 salmon, maybe in the Restigouche River. So it's looking like it's gonna go extinct. So whatever. I tried. I tried to be positive. I tried to be making a difference, but unfortunately, I got canceled by some mean people, by some nasty people who I think actually desire the salmon to die because they're nasty, negative people. So, but at least I tried. And I tried to do like this live stream today, and some negative, nasty people maybe said I should quit. So, you're going to get that in life, Outdoors Canada. It's something you'll just have to get used to. Life is hard for all of us, and life is not easy. Sometimes life is scary, like the woman who was talking about being from Toronto. But it's just going to be something that you'll have to live with. And just try and enjoy the little things. Ah, you a millionaire too, David? Big Tiger? No, my friend, Big Tiger, I'm not a millionaire, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, buddy. Yeah, David, tell us exactly how much money is in your bank to prove you're wealthy like you claim. What does it matter to you, Outdoors Canada? Guess who's back again? Ah, Moose, what up, man? Hey, I think my friends have a little outdoor fire. Just a sec, you guys. Oh, yeah, there's a little fire. You guys want to see a little fire pit? Yeah, a little fire outside. I care about the truth. Yeah, but why do you care about my finances in particular? And you, my friend, are a liar. I I didn't say I was a millionaire. Outdoors Canada. I did not say I was a millionaire. So what, you think that's a lie and that I am a millionaire? Man, you're a troll, bro. Anyway. Well, I'm used to getting trolled, eh? You guys want to see the fire? Can you guys see the fire down there? Can you guys see the fire? Can you guys see the little fire down there? I know you guys can see the fire. Listen, my my buddy's got a little fire, so I'm probably gonna take off. Probably gonna take off and just enjoy myself, hey? But anyway, Outdoors Canada, beautiful view. Thank you, Big Tiger. Thank you, man. And hey, I really hope you're enjoying yourself in India too. I hope you guys got some beautiful sunsets, and I hope nobody's like trying to scam you, Big Tiger, because I know sometimes if you're a millionaire, a lot of times people, they ask you for money all the time, and they always want $100 tip. And of course we all know what people do if you give them $100 tip. They spend it on drugs and alcohol and beer and all that kind of stuff. Or whatever, gas and all that stuff. So I know what it's like. Okay, see you later, Moose. Outdoors Canada, he doesn't want you over there, trust me. Oh, there are scammers. Every second person is a scammer here. Big Tiger, sorry to hear. Yeah, I know how it is, yeah. Well, I say I know how it is because I used to watch TikTok videos of this man who would walk around India or sometimes Afghanistan or sometimes Pakistan or whatever. And he would be like, oh, how much is it for because a lot of people cook in India, right? You can buy street food in India that's really good. And they would say, oh, it's 40 cents or whatever and all that stuff. And sometimes they try and get $1 or two and all that kind of stuff. But we all got to do what we got to do to survive. Hey there, Big Tiger. Yeah. And I just have a lot of respect for the men and women working hard, trying to provide for their families. They're selling street food every single day. They're trying to make a little bit extra money off of a tourist, right? But where I come from, we try to make a lot of money off a tourist also. Yuck, I don't eat street food. Okay, well, yeah, well, that's good. I'm surprised you do not eat street food because I think in India there is a lot of street food, or maybe like a little kiosk. They call it a market. You go to the town market, and people have fish, and people have vegetables, and people have all this stuff. It's not just clay pots and everything, right, Big Tiger? Outdoors Canada. Do you ever wish you weren't bald and lonely? I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. I mean, I don't think I'm lonely. I mean, uh, to be alone is a hard thing. Outdoors Canada. But if you want to learn what, if you want to learn, if you want to learn what it is to be a tough man, learn what it means to take on the journey of life alone. I wish you well, man. I wish you well, Outdoors Canada. And when you turn 25 or 18 or however old, before you go out there into the world of what it is you like to do, and I wish you success in that. And I wish you overcome your challenges, but I hope you're not too hard on yourself either. You know, uh, and just try and enjoy the moment, like right now. Big Tiger. Exactly when I used to binge drinking back in the day. Binge drinking. Yeah, we've all been there too. From 18, 19, 20, and all parties, eh? Yep. Yes, sir. It's entertaining to long. Yes, sir. That's good. That's good, man. I'm in the world, buddy, says Outdoors Canada. I work in wildlife conservation, believe it or not. Okay. Well, right on. I mean, I guess I believe it. You kind of weren't making any sense earlier with some of the stuff you were talking about, but yeah, you must be a greenhorn or something like that. You must be a rookie. But after a couple of years, you'll catch on there. Once you write enough daily reports and catch enough poachers, and once maybe you got a couple of years of seniority, you'll know what it's like doing conservation in Canada. But I think I'm gonna header you guys. I think that's enough for today. Thanks a lot for hanging out, and thanks a lot for all your little your little frightening stuff of like Outdoors Canada. Thank you for asking me if I'm scared about being bald and everything. With the progression of time, looking back now, there was an older man who said to me, "It'll happen to you, I can tell." And he was in his 30s, but I was like 5 years old at the time there, and he was right. I don't know. I don't really mind too much. Do I wish I had a full head of hair? And do I wish I had 10 girlfriends who loved me very much? Sure, but yeah, I'm doing all right now, you guys. Yeah, don't let the clowns beat you up by you. You always got something there. I don't know what this clown fixation is. I think maybe I'm gonna ask Google about what it is that people enjoy clowns so much. So we'll see you guys on the next one, Big Tiger. Big Tiger, don't forget to subscribe, eh? We'll see you guys on the next video, okay? Thanks a lot for chilling out.